Auto sequence affects the way that items of the sequence manager will be viewed. All objects will be shown as one object on the sequence manager when auto sequence is enabled. And there will be no separation of objects. The only items that are separated are applique and cutwork and imported stitch file objects. Auto sequence is enabled when it is gold in color, and the software will determine the stitching order. Now remember that you can set the optimization strategy in Tools, Optimizer, Options. And when auto sequence is enabled, the software will determine how the design is stitched. But you can disable auto sequence. When you click on auto sequence control to disable it, a dialog box opens and you have 3 choices. Then you can manually resequence design based on your preferences through the sequence manager. Nothing will leave the design as is. When this option is selected, the optimization strategy will not be applied, and all the resequencing can be done through the sequence manager manually. Remember that this will break the object into several different layers, and with some designs, you may have many different objects generated, and it will make it more difficult to rearrange the design. You also have the choice of Simple. Simple will rearrange objects. With this option, the optimizer will be applied once on the design based on the options that are selected in Tools, Optimizer, Options. And then all the objects will appear on the sequence manager. This is good to use so the software can apply the hard work for you and then leave only minor sequence changes for you to do in the sequence manager. The third option is Advanced, and this will rearrange and modify objects. Here the optimizer will be applied once, and it will modify the objects if needed. Fills and outlines will be separated, and then you can make changes to the stitching order by clicking and dragging and moving all your outlines to stitch at the end. Designs from vector artwork are much easier to resequence manually than those from bitmaps because of the number of trays. Some objects may change when manually resequenced because of remove overlap. So make sure you look at your design and also watch the design stitch out through slow redraw.